computers use to find the meaning of unknown words.
Unknown words, yeah. So what could you use as a context clue?
Pictures, helping words you know.
Yeah, so if you're reading a sentence in a book and you don't know a word, you might have to look at a picture to figure it out, or maybe use the words around it to help you figure it out, right? So I have some examples, and I'm gonna do some first, and then we can do some together, okay? Let's see. All right, so I have a sentence. It says, I carefully took the towards off the shelf. And then I opened it to page 94 and began to read. So I know what the sentence is saying, but I don't know what this word is. I'm gonna highlight it, towards. So I might use some of my context clues around in this sentence to figure it out. I know some things that might be on shelves and something that might open, page 94, that could give me a clue, right? That could be a book, yes? So I just used the words around this word to figure out what that was, and it was book. So I could fill it in as book. So I'm gonna do one more and then we can do some together, okay? This one says, Ben had to spit out his klaloo after his teacher caught him blowing a bubble. The bubble popped all over his face. Well, I know every word in that sentence except for that word, right?
Me too.
That's a silly word, right? But let's see. I could look. Oh, blowing a bubble. That could give me a clue. And the bubble popped all over his face. That's probably gum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could fill that in there. Gum. Let's look at this one. Louis kicked the Skanks during the game. He scored a field goal and they won the game. Thanks. That was a silly word. I don't know what that means. But if I use my clues around, he's playing a game, so it might be a sport, right? And he scored a field goal and they won the game. What's a field goal for? Do you know what?
Soccer?
Field goal, I think that's football, right? When you score and you kick it in, it's called a field goal, right? So that's how they won the game. So I think Louis kicked the football. So let's see if you can do one with me. So want to read that sentence?
Zach picked up all the zexal of the ground. He had made a mess after eating his lunch.
Which one was this? Ah, yeah. That was a hard word to pronounce too, right? I don't even think that's a real word. So let's see. Let's use some of our clues. What could this word mean? He picked up all the zexal off the ground. He had made a mess after eating his lunch.
His mess?
Yeah, what could be the mess? What can you eat during lunch?
Chips?
Yeah, it was chips. You were 100% right. That's exactly what I had down. Awesome. So let's see. Now I'm going to have you try and do some on your own. So I made some sentences for you, and I think there's 7. Some have pictures, and some do not. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to read each 7, and I'm going to have you write the silly word you find, and then I'm going to have you write the real world that you think it is, right? And then if we have time, we can draw a picture. So I'm going to give you a pencil. And do you want to highlight the silly word just so you can find it? Awesome. So let's do some of the first ones together.
In the morning, I woke up with a bad
Stomach
ache. My mom decided she should take me to the Umpha. They gave me some medicine to feel better, and I went home to sleep.
Which one was this? Yeah, you're right.
I know what it is.
Can you highlight it for me? You think you know what the word means?
Yeah. Hospital, maybe?
What is it?
Hospital.
The hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, hospital or doctors, you're right. Awesome. So why don't we write the silly word here? Oompha. It's a silly word. And then you think hospital, right?
Yeah.
How come you think hospital? What do you see?
Because I didn't picture the doctor.
Oh, so you used one of your clues, which would be perfect, a picture. And it does look like a hospital room, you're right. Nice job. And we can save the picture for after. All right, let's see, number 2.
I put on my jacket for school. I forgot where I put my zogs, so my hands were freezing all the way to school.
Huh. Which one's the silly word? Yeah, want to highlight it? Great. So what do you think it means by using your context clues? You have a picture and you can use some of the words.
Mitten?
I think you're right. How come you think it's mittens?
Because after it says my hands were freezing.
Oh, and what do you put on your hands when it's cold out?
Mittens.
Yeah, mittens or gloves. Awesome. All right, let's write the silly word there. And you said mittens. Great job. All right, let's go on to number 3.
When my root sees his leash, he knows what is about to happen. He wags his tail all the way down the street. He loves to go on walks with me.
Which one? Ah, you found it. Good. And what do you think that means? Let's look around. So after said root.
Tail?
So when my root sees his leash. So let's think, what uses a leash?
Dog.
A dog. Yeah, let's see if that follows. He knows what is about to happen. He wags his tail. Does a dog have a tail? Yeah, perfect. All the way down the street. He loves to go on walks, and dogs go on walks all the time. Perfect.
Wait, I wrote dog?
Yeah, that's what it was. Great job. All right, let's go on to number 4.
Miss Smith looked in the
Yeah, better than
at her
reflection.
Where she fixed her hair. She smiled at herself and left for work.
Which one was the silly word? Yeah, stork fly. This might be a little tricky. What do you think that means? Use your clues around in the sentence. So she looked.
Office?
Again, Miss Smith looked in the stork fly.
Office?
At her reflection. The office? What gives your reflection? What do you look at to find your reflection?
Mirror?
Ooh, a mirror. Let's see. Miss Smith looked in the mirror at her reflection while she fixed her hair. Do girls look in mirrors while they're trying to fix their hair? Yeah, you got it. Awesome.
I don't know how to spell mirror.
I can help you. Let's write the silly word first. Good. What does mirror start with?
M.
Okay, M. What do you hear after that?
E.
Close. It's actually an I. It's a little tricky. And then there's 2 R's. And then what does it end with? Mirror or mirror?
O. And R.
Perfect. Good job. All right, let's go on to the next one. So we're on number 5. Move that there.
Cool. Chris finished all of his geekly after school. His parents allowed him to watch TV for an hour before he went to bed.
All right. good. You found the silly word. Let's highlight that. And what does that mean? What did he finish after school? What might you get after school?
Homework.
Yeah, homework. Do you have to finish your homework right after school? Sometimes? Or does mom let you do whatever you want?
Usually do in the morning or sometimes.
In the morning before school?
Yeah, I do it quick.
What, do you wake up at 4 o'clock?
I wake up my regular time.
What's the regular time?
Like, I just wake up like any time when my mom's up.
And you get all your homework done in the morning? Oh my gosh. So that means you get to go home and watch TV all day after school? Lucky you.
And I do get to watch a little bit of TV after homework.
After your homework in the morning? Oh my gosh, you must wake up so early. All right, let's write that silly word. Great job. And how do you spell homework?
Can I do this like your homework?
That's right. Good.
Let's go do this. Pretend it's not actually homework, but that's how you actually do it like with.
Is that how you write it in your planner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, let's move on to number 6. 2 more.
The
Waitress.
waitress added is up to Josh's glass to keep his soda cold. He thanked the waitress and finished eating his lunch.
Yeah, you got it. I like that word.
Is up.
Yeah. They're all silly, huh? Okay. What would that mean in this sentence? Do you know where
Ice.
Oh, what does ice do?
Makes it cold.
Yeah, and that's what he wanted in his drink, right? In his soda. Perfect.
Did it?
Awesome. All right, let's see. Read number 7.
Molly was very wrecked after running 5 miles. She needed to take a long nap.
Yeah, you got it. That's the silly
That was
word.
a hard one.
That was? To pronounce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these silly words aren't even real words. That's what makes them so silly. Awesome. So what does that mean? Molly was very wrecked after running 5 miles.
Tired?
How come it's tired? Why do you think it's tired?
Because I don't know, but I just got it because she was running 5 miles.
Yeah, and then what it said right here, she needed to take a long
nap.
And you only need to take naps when you're really what?
Tired.
Perfect. All right. Write that in. Okay, what I want you to do now for this last one is I want you to make a sentence for me to try and figure out. So I want you to come up with...
Can I make up any word?
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, look, I didn't even spell any words right. I just put random letters on the page. So you have to make up your own sentence with a silly word that has a real meaning that I'm going to have to figure out. Okay? All right. I'll take this.
Can I put number 8?
Sure.